Hello, and everyone, back to another video. My name is Jikat, and today we're back with another banger video, giving you guys the latest and greatest of PulseChain news. And today, what a day, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting closer to that trend reversal. We're already seeing it basically, but imagine once this goes mainstream, we're going to be seeing people flocking from other blockchains into PulseChain. Centralized exchanges listing it, SEC case getting dismissed. Hopefully, a lot of bullish things coming ahead, guys. If you are in PulseChain, I really do believe this. You are a winner. You are ahead of the curve. We are the 1%. You guys have been seeing me make videos for a year plus now, or almost actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, a year plus now about PulseChain, guys. And again, I'm going to say this again, my top 10, my top 5 tokens has not changed in the past year. And today, specifically, I'm going to be talking about pWBTC, how you can buy Bitcoin that I believe in my eyes, it looks like real Bitcoin to me already. Guys, I'm treating it like it's real Bitcoin already. This is how I look at things. I don't really look at the dollar value. I look at the unit value because I'm greedy like that, guys. Okay, same way I look at PDAI. Okay, it doesn't make any sense for me to take profits to do whatever, oh, if it's going to drop, if I think it's going to drop, I'm going to sell a little bit so I can buy lower. No, none of that. Keep the game simple. Buy and hold. I don't need to do no TA on PDAI. I didn't need to do no TA on pWBTC. Let Heart's Law do its thing. I know the sacrifice funds are working for me. Okay. Let me quickly show you actually in the stats page. Let's see what are the sacrifice funds looking at today. Minus 10%. Today's actually been very, very bullish. You can see actually in the others crypto market, which is basically everything outside of the top 10 CMC ranking, it is up 5.24%. Okay, Bitcoin dominance slightly falling today. Okay, ETH BTC ratio, that's the main one I'm telling you today. Ethereum has gone up at a higher rate than Bitcoin. So this is again what I told you guys. Bitcoin has to move first, right? We're almost at actually hitting 100k. I'm not sure if we even hit it. I think we're just shy of 100k. But Ethereum really jumped by a whole 9, almost 10%, double the rate of growth of Bitcoin. Guys, this is exactly what I told. How things are supposed to move. Bitcoin moves first, Ethereum moves second. Altcoin season is basically where the rate of growth of Ethereum has surpassed Bitcoin. And then, of course, now the actual altcoin season is when the rate of growth of everything, which is the others, the altcoins, have surpassed the rate of growth of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we're in that middle phase, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to see the influx of money. We're going to see more retailers coming in. Obviously, it's been a success this year with the Bitcoin ETF, with the Ethereum ETF. Huge stuff, guys. And especially in PulseChain. Let me tell you, you are being rewarded for, hopping on that high barrier for entry. You might not think it's that high of a barrier entry. You have MetaMask, it's really simple. Fine, you want to use a bridge. Maybe you'll use Change Now. Maybe you'll use, the scan, the bridge.pulsechain.com. But actually, guys, like almost 90% of people will not go through that one extra hoop, 2 extra hoops. They wanna see everything in their centralized exchange. They want to see it, in, I don't know, super easy for them to get into like a fiat on ramp. Which, by the way, we do have. A shout out to 0x Coast. But yeah, people are waiting. People are waiting for it to go to centralized exchanges. Frankly, obviously, by then it's just like it's too late by then. But of course, that's not how retail investors think. For them, PDAI being at 10 cents going to $1, that 10x opportunity is like the greatest thing for them. Okay, but of course we're here early. I mean, we get the highest rewards, of course, because we risked it at the beginning. I believe in PulseChain. I'm going to keep preaching this until the finish line, guys. Okay, 2025 is going to be a great year. I hope you guys are having a great day. We're going to be talking about the absolute sleeping giant. Well, it's kind of waking up actually, because you can see in the Go Pulse, it is stacking a lot of volume today. 1.62 in volume. I believe that's the number there. 1.62 in volume. We can see actually in the DEX screener. If we refresh today in 24-hour volume, just under 50 million. I remember a couple months ago when it was at 1/10 of this. Okay, it's crazy. But yeah, we scroll down, and I believe if I actually sort it by volume, and we scroll down. By the way, shout out to Teddy Bear, smashing it today. I think I even have a chart for that real quick. Shout out to Teddy Bear, almost breaking all-time high, 34.9 million. I believe this one is gonna flip Shiba Inu in PulseChain, you know, doing Shiba Inu numbers, hitting above 5 billion. But let's see what it is. I mean, from here to 5 billion, guys, is almost okay. I wanna wait till it's under 100x. It's 143x. Okay, not unrealistic numbers at all. So from here to 1 billion is around 29 or 28x. Again, not unrealistic numbers at all. Of course, guys, PDAI, the PRC20, the P stable, the chosen, the community stablecoin, crypto backed stablecoin. Super exciting stuff. I'm gonna make a whole deep dive about this in a separate video. Don't worry. Today it is up 8.72%, almost at a cent. So right now 100,000 PDAI costs you $800. Again, it's like purchasing a lottery ticket. Not financial advice, of course. Do remember, guys, the stuff that I'm showing in these videos are all not financial advice. I'm not guaranteeing you any profits at the end of the day. I just believe in something. I don't have a crystal ball, but I believe in something. Okay, and I do believe the greatest risk is taking no risk at all in this life. So yeah. Anyways, going back to it, Atropa, by the way, as well. Big shout out to Atropa, up 9.5%. Again, I look at this as a leverage of both pWBTC and PDAI. Atropa is a direct leverage of PDAI, basically, right? Because of the thick liquidity with PDAI, almost worth, I think, over 14 million. Crazy. I mean, we can quickly double check this by pasting the contract address and then just going /DAI. You can see the whoa. Let me see. Where's the liquidity? Liquidity, there you go, 49.9 million with PDAI and Tropa, the thickest LP with PDAI, guys. So imagine when PDAI goes to $1, what do you think will happen to Atropa? Yeah, it's gonna go up. This is why I'm telling you. A big shout out to Freedom777. This is the whiteboard screenshot by Atropa. This is Atropa, guys, the 4-on-4 dev who started off being a benevolent, you know, and then he doxed himself. This is the guy who a lot of people say Richard Hart hired. This is the guy who worked for NASA, Microsoft, Intel, HP, nuclear sector, veteran. Yeah. This guy spent 12-hour days, guys, 12-hour shifts for multiple days consecutively, building on PulseChain. He's still building with layer 2. And look at it. Look at the whiteboard, guys. Teddy bear. Look at that. Up. And there's another whiteboard. Basically, this one doesn't show it. There's another whiteboard where he said, "Well, this is a screenshot of the log chat. This is Maria Dell. This is basically the alias. $7.5 Atropa by July 2026. Easy. Okay. Now that's 2026. You know what's my prediction? $1 Atropa easily in June 2025. That's my prediction. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Please. Please. But yeah, aside from that, I just wanted to focus today on where was it? On pWBTC. It's been gaining a lot of volume, a lot of attraction. And then yeah, you can see here basically I just replied under Somi's tweet. pWBTC wrapped Bitcoin from PulseChain. Would be exciting to see this going over 2,000. PDAI also strong. So I'm gonna explain what is pWBTC. Why do I think it's real Bitcoin? Why do I think it's very bullish? So I'm going to keep this very friendly, beginner-friendly, kind of talk about the lore, okay? Because, of course, I'm probably going to use a clickbaity title and say something like, here's how you can buy a $500 Bitcoin, only in PulseChain. And that is the truth. These narratives are unique, exclusive to PulseChain. This is our unique selling point. Not just the fact that PulseChain is a newer fork of Ethereum with way less gas fees, 17% quicker block time speed, which is average 10 seconds, and the fact that we have the world's largest airdrop. Okay, so basically, PulseChain is one of its first kind. It's not just a fork; it's a full system state copy of Ethereum. So what happened was, before it launched on May 13th, 2023, PulseChain took a snapshot of Ethereum and everyone's holdings and all the tokens, and we've cloned it over in PulseChain. So now we ended up having our own DAI stablecoin that hopefully it will become a dollar. I think it's just a matter of when, not a matter of how anymore, guys. Okay. Again, I will make a deep dive on this. A big shout out to Decentralize Me, by the way. This is the guy. My videos are basically secondary research. If you want primary research, 9 Iron Capital, okay, and Decentralize Me. That's your primary research. They're really great. They show on-chain analysis. They show links and everything. Like, you can do your research. You can really see, yeah, it's linked to Richard Heart wallets, etc., etc. But I just want to say, big shout out to, let me go back to that tweet. 777. Where is it? No, I think, yeah, anyways, I was going to say, no, PDAI, I'm going to make a separate video on it where I'll do the actual deep dive. But for today, we're going to focus on pWBTC. So this is what I said. Right now, the prices of one pWBTC, we can actually find that out now by seeing one price of pWBTC is around $68,000, okay, per pWBTC, which is kind of crazy because it's almost like we have our own virtual pWBTC, Bitcoin and virtual stablecoin within PulseChain, right? They have to both be in the same, parity, which is obviously, this is why I said the correct number should be one pWBTC equals to 90,000 PDAI, right? Because of course, or 98,000 actually now that you look at it, which again brings us to a price of around $750 pWBTC. So again, for the midterm, short-term traders, that's my type of range, because I do believe pWBTC is still undervalued. This token didn't do a 5000x like PDAI. Now, as I mentioned, how is this possible? Why do we have this in PulseChain? Why am I super bullish on this? Again, because of that clone that happened prior to launch. We have everything here now. We have our own, PDAI. We have our own pWBTC. We've basically obviously forked Uniswap. Everything's native. All our services are native. This is what I really, really like about PulseChain. And then that's basically the whole point that Richard Heart wanted. He been hinting, this is before PulseChain's launch, he's been hinting at crypto-backed decentralized stablecoin. He loved DAI stablecoin. And he hinted at, okay, hey, I know how to do a better stablecoin that's more decentralized, no admin keys. And he knew the shortcomings of Terra Luna, but he didn't want to give too many secrets. So he just wanted to make, at the same time, just remember, like, Richard Heart is already a billionaire. He's been mining Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like at 50 cents. So he's not doing this for his own sake. Like, he's not doing this for money. Okay, there was a tweet where I quoted, he says, I want to mint 1 million millionaires. He's done that, a lot of them, with Hex. He's going to do that again, guys. So with the airdrop that happened with PulseChain, obviously this is kind of like a freemium, so everyone who comes to PulseChain who has participated in Ethereum are almost guaranteed to see some value automatically airdropped to them. And this creates a unique opportunity where it's almost like you can turn back time. Be in a stablecoin that can give you hundreds of X's. Never been heard before, guys. Yeah, I made 100x plus from a stablecoin. You can turn back time where you have a second chance to buy in Bitcoin when it was $500. A year ago today, I made videos where I said you can buy Bitcoin at $100. This is where it was like really, really low, at the price. So here we are today. I still look at this price tag and I say, this is cheap. Okay. Now, it's time to talk about, and numbers, this will require numbers, to talk about what makes pWBTC super bullish and super scarce. Number one, what we're going to do, take the contract address, go to Pulsechain Explorer, paste the address there. And then you can see the max total supply. Okay. Why isn't this not saying 21 million? Because that's a supply of, or the maximum supply of Bitcoin, right? It will reach 21 million at some point. But why is it 154,000? Well, great question. The way how Wrapped BTC works, which by the way, it's created by, or at least one of the creators of it is BitGo. And you can see here, this is the real WBTC, the one that originated from Ethereum. You can see the proof of assets. Basically, their supply right now is 146,000 WBTC. So basically, with how everything works, they have obviously a track of real Bitcoin. They have track of the minted wrapped Bitcoin. So basically, this is the number. How do they keep track of it? Is obviously people turning their real Bitcoin into WBTC. So that means they're going to mint one WBTC, and anyone who wants to turn one wrapped BTC back to real Bitcoin, it's going to burn away one WBTC. So they have to keep track of the assets. And of course, this is how we ended up with this number. Okay. And of course, by the time of the snapshot, this number was around 154. And that's exactly why we have this number here. And I don't assume this number will change at all in supply. Another piece, and we're going to cover that more in a second. Another piece of bullish news, go to the holders and you'll see who's holding 21.16%. That's a alarming whale. That is kind of not great, right? You might think so, until I tell you that this wallet address is actually one of Richard Hart's wallets. Okay, so yeah, Richard Hart owns 21.16% of the supply. Great, now that's reducing even less supply. From the already low 154,000, guys, owning one of this feels like a club. Imagine owning one real Bitcoin, guys. I'm telling you, you're having a chance. There is a chance in the future where this pWBTC might be recognized as a real Bitcoin. You never know. This might reach parity with real Bitcoin, guys. This price tag to $90,000. Okay, from here to $90,000. Let's quickly reset the chart so we can get closer, so we can get the perfect. I want it to be perfect. And now it is already at logarithmic. You can see from here to $90,000 price tag is 162x. Okay, now it's almost the equal amounts of x's for PDAI to go to $1. This is what I'm telling you. PDAI and PWCs are actually in sync. If you're bullish on one, you have to be bullish on the other. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, so from here, let's see with PDAI, it's 122x away. So that means actually, pWBTC, it's almost, you can think of it as a leverage of PDAI, and it is true to an extent. We're going to cover in a second. We're going to look at the available LPs, and we can look at the available tokens that you can buy from pWBTC. So we're going to look beyond just this number. Okay, you're going to learn something new today, guys. Like this video if you're really enjoying this. But going back to this quickly, I've seen a lot of people mention this worry that, oh, what if BitGo all of a sudden came into PulseChain and decided to just dump, right? Or decided to like disable trading, whatever, right? Because they own wrapped Bitcoin, right? It's the same contract. Great question. Okay, these are actually great questions. You need to ask these questions so we can clear the FUD. It's a really great question. Let me tell you, wrapped BTC, this is not how it works. And this is kind of similar way with DAI. And that's exactly why Richard Hart liked DAI, the design behind it, unlike USDC and USDT. With WBTC, it's actually run by a DAO. So there's actually multiple chairs, and then there needs to be a vote for an action to be executed on. Obviously a majority vote. You have the multiple chairs where people have to approve whatever is proposed, basically, whether if it's update to contract or blacklist something, whatever it is. But anyways, looking into the partners, there's different types of roles, and of course one of them is the DAO member that I suggested, that I just talked about. And this is really, really good. So this kind of eliminates the factor of, hey, what if Bitcoin all of a sudden wanted to go rogue and then just disable WBTC. That's not going to happen. Okay. Number 2, you can see here custodians, there's exchanges, merchants, etc. There's even protocol, I think, down here. And I've quickly, asked ChatGPT to just explain those roles for us to basically learn. So a merchant facilitates the conversion of real Bitcoin to wrapped Bitcoin by verifying, initiating minting process through BitGo. Custodian acts as Bitcoin is a custodian securely holding the underlying real Bitcoins, which basically is the collateral, ensuring that there is a one-to-one all the time. And the DAO member obviously participates in the governance decisions of WBTC decentralized autonomous organization, helping to vote on proposals for upgrades or changes in the WBTC protocol. And of course, exchanges, you guys already know, listing WBTC for trading. Imagine Pulsechain gets listed on there, providing liquidity and enabling users to trade wrapped Bitcoin like any other ERC20 on decentralized and centralized platforms. And of course, protocol provides the smart contract infrastructure for WBTC. So cool things, guys. Okay, we've taken away some of the worries. We know that it's low supply. We know that actually Richard Hart is, he has his eyes on pWBTC because he owns 21.16%. Another crazy alpha that you need to know: if you go into the farms in PulseX, right, you'll see the ones that you probably already know. You'll see the APRs are really great actually. If you click on finished, you will see that at some point there was a pWBTC and eWBTC. I'm just going to call it E, right? Because to Ethereum, even though they're both the same ticker, pWBTC, and they're actually, quick tip. If you want to double check that you are looking at the real WBTC, the one that's cloned from Ethereum, all you have to do, take the smart contract, paste it. You should see the Ethereum one, the original one, show up. Reason being, because of course it's a clone. It's the same contract address. Same thing with PDAI. PDAI has the same contract address of the DAI from Ethereum, the one on Ethereum. Now, the reason being there's no collisions is of course because those two contracts can be are not mutually exclusive. Okay, so keep that in mind because they're two different blockchains. You can think of them as two different databases. So it's a quick way that you can verify that you're looking at the real PRC20, right? Because when you clone in ERC20, it's basically called a PRC20. That's what we call it. And of course, PDAI is under the subset of PRC20s, which is called P stables. Again, this is just terminology here. But yeah, you can see that's a quick way to verify. But going back to it, guys. Okay, yeah, there used to be farms, pWBTC and eWBTC. I'm telling you, and Richard Hart even talked about this. He even made tweets about this. He said, imagine you're owning Bitcoin. This can be real Bitcoin. This is bullish, guys. Okay, I'm telling you, imagine when the farms are re-enabled, people are going to be flocking into this. This is something that not a lot of people remember. The same thing with PDAI. pWBTC, don't underestimate it. It can give you more X's than PDAI now. Okay, I'm not telling you sell your PDAI to go into pWBTC. No. That's not smart at all. Diversify. Okay, but this is very, very bullish. And then now, the next step that I wanted to take, we're going to take that same contract address, and I want to show you guys how much pWBTC is actually available to buy. Okay, and this is a really great exercise to really show you that it actually feels like a club to own 1+ pWBTC, like just one of it. Okay, so what you want to do now, I'm going to use Dex tools because it's really great with LP analysis. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to quickly go here. We're going to paste the contract. Again, it shows the Ethereum one, the original one. This is great. So we're going to click on Pulse. And then now it shows all the liquidities. Wow, that one really got thick. Jeez. Wow. That's really crazy. What we're going to do now, I'm just going to open up the main. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's repeat it. I wanted to open in a new tab. I'm just going to do this. Open a new tab. The main LPs. I'm just going to open the main LPs. And I want to show you guys something. We'll keep these, the V3 and stuff. We'll stop at this one. Okay. So now we look at this one. This is one of the LPs with WPLS wrapped pulse, and if you scroll down, you can see the pooled BTC in the LP, right, is 722. So there's only 722 Bitcoins to buy in this LP. Only 722 in this thick LP, which is worth 786K. Now we move on to the next LP. 376 pWBTC is available to buy in this $411,000 LP. Okay, what's the number? Roughly, we're looking at 1.1, let's say. And then here, 200, 1.3. Okay, and then one more, 1.4. Roughly, again, I'm really keeping the maths rough here. Around 1.4 pWBTCs available. And again, this is excluding the other smaller LPs. So I'm going to say 1.5. 1.5 pWBTCs available to buy today and forever. Forever, guys. That's the alpha that I wanted to tell you. Okay, because everyone can see the supply. But I feel like this one, where you look at the actual pooled pWBTCs in the LPs, because effectively that's the only place you can buy, right? You need an LP. It's the money in the ATM. If there's no money in the ATM, you cannot exchange your wrapped pulse for pWBTC. It's gate kept. I'm telling you, it's going to become more scarce. That's my main point of today's video, ladies and gentlemen. It is super, super exciting to be in PulseChain. This narrative is very unique. Very, very unique. And now that we have the sacrifice funds as well, DOA wallets. Oh, I'm going to do a whole deep dive about PDAI. It'll probably be a slightly longer video. Okay, because of course the success of pWBTC is also reliant on PDAI. Don't get me wrong. It is reliant on PDAI. Reason being because one of the second biggest LP with pWBTC is of course PDAI, which is worth 411,000, and of course with Hart's law, which states that everything that's bonded together, i.e. through liquidity pairs, moves up and down with tokens, with other whatever it's paired with, in tandem. So because pWBTC is paired up with PDAI, pWBTC will have exposure to the appreciation effect that PDAI will gain. So, you know, very cool stuff, guys. Very cool stuff. Imagine when PulseX, you know, lists or has the farms again, or even pools. Imagine there was pools at some point, guys. You know that there was pools. I think right now we can't really open them. There used to be pools. I think if you go to info V1 pools, you can see, you know, there's no pools in V1, but I remember there used to be pools, and imagine we see that again. And PulseX they've been working in the background. You know, they've added the stable swap. One day we might see PDAI added to the stable swap. So crazy stuff ahead of us. So that's the video, guys. Talking about pWBTC. You know, I've been talking about this for a whole year, and here we are today, $550. A lot of volume. Don't sleep on pWBTC. Okay, these are the main narratives. You might not think so. Obviously, Richard Hart, don't sleep on the main Richard Hart core tokens. Yes, these are obviously the main spears, as your friend Somi likes to call them. Your main spears today, the Richard Hart core tokens, were up significantly today. 16.7% on INC, breaking above. I think it did touch $3 briefly. Yeah, it did. And then Hex, 2.2 cents. I think. Yeah, crazy. How many X's are we away to reach 50 cents, which is EHEX all-time high? How many X's? 20X. Oh my God. That's nothing. A 20X is nothing. This is why my goal is actually a $2 PHEX. Guys, $2 PHEX. And I've seen people talk about $5 PHEX. $9 PX. Welcome to PulseChain, baby. Welcome to PulseChain. A big thank you to the YouTube members who are choosing to support my small channel. Thank you very much. If you are new to crypto, do check out my course, link in the description. This is one way you can support me. I have my donation address. If you guys really like the value that I'm providing, again, this is all for free. I believe in sharing the knowledge is equal to knowledge squared. So it really is a win-win for both of us. I get to learn a lot because you guys motivate me. It's been a pleasure making videos for you guys. I've been making videos for Pulsechain for now just over a year, and it's been a pleasure. I've learned so much about crypto in the past year. Then in the past, 3 years that have been since the other bull run is so crazy. Combined, by the way, 3 years combined, I've learned more in the past year just in Pulsechain. You know what I mean? Pulsechain is more than a investment. I feel like I'm part of a community. It's almost a lifestyle. So what I'm representing is a movement. Guys, I believe in this guy. People call him a scammer, and I swear to God, I don't believe he's not a scammer at all. Matter of fact, I trust him even more than Ethereum and Ethereum Foundation. The people that were shilling CBDCs. What? Central bank? Oh, by the way, I didn't mean it. I just, that's a water gun. I didn't mean that. But yeah, great times ahead of us, guys. 576 million buying power. Imagine that today. This is with just 400. Okay, with 400 million. Let's find that out. And I usually like to see this price appreciation simulator. We'll click calculate. Look at this. From prices of today. $4.9 pHEX with 100 million. Not the total 500. So this is 400 million total. This is if Richard Hart just decided. You know what he said? He goes, what if I rotated the 171,000 Ethereum today, now? pHEX would go to 4.9. Again, this is not financial advice. This is not guaranteed because this doesn't take into account everything. It can't simulate everything. It's impossible. Like the cell pressure, reflexivities, and stuff like that. Pulse from here, almost a cent, half a cent, or 1/6. 1/6? No, what you call it? 0.6 of a cent. And then you hear PulseX slightly above that because I do believe PulseX, it'll reach 1-to-1 with Pulse, and then it'll surpass that because of the buy and burn of PulseX. And then INC, $500 INC, guys. This is the opportunities that we have today. Look at Gold Pulse. Let's see, 5.41% burns in PulseX. Look at this green candle, 24 hours. Look at this. Everything's green. Oh. Look at that, guys. It feels good. I'm telling you, ETH-BTC is recovering. 5% jump. Total crypto market cap is at 3.2, so 5% jump. Bitcoin dominance is almost down 1%. These are all indicators for the altcoin seasons rallying up, when we are seeing them. It's unfolding in front of us, guys. It's unfolding in front of us. This is the man, bro. This is the man. He wants to mint 1 million millionaires. Are you going to be one of them? God willingly. Guys, believe in your strategy, which is buy and hold. That's my strategy. DCA in, DCA out. Simple. I don't care if I'm not short-term price oriented. I don't care if whoever is going to make up some TA and say, oh, be careful, PulseX is, I'm warning you guys. You know what I mean, bro? Come on, bro. What are you doing? It's cringe. It's really cringe. Oh, guys, be careful. The next weeks are not looking great for PulseX. What do you want me to do? Sell everything? So I can get a 10% better price at PulseX? But what am I risking? My whole position? What do you want me to do, bro? There's no shorting in PulseChain. What do you want me? Do you want me to short in PulseChain? Which, by the way, even if there was a function for shorting, never. You're going to wreck yourself. Never. It's really cringe when I see people like trying to do TA on like short-term analysis and be like, oh, guys, I think this is the local top of INC. Psst, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, honestly, guys. Honestly. Anyways, have that guy's long-term vision. Where do you see PulseChain tomorrow? Don't look at where is PulseChain today. If you're evaluating PulseChain for what is valued today, you're looking at it emotionally. Think about it tomorrow. Think about when the 99% of people are coming in, when the barriers have lowered, SEC case gets dismissed, centralized exchanges, imagine Coinbase. Okay, that's what you're waiting for. The mainstream, the retail investors, the non-believers, as again your friend Simon likes to call them. Guys, great days ahead of us. Believe in the process. Believe in God. Okay, because again, without him, he's allowing for all of this to happen, all the blessings. I feel very blessed to have a community like you guys. So I gotta thank God and thank the people. Okay, if I didn't thank you guys, it's as if I'm not thanking God. So I have to thank you very much for watching my videos. And, it's been a pleasure doing the airdrops, getting those deals. So, to get the airdrop to you guys. Yeah, I'm super excited for this altcoin season. Let's make the best out of it. You know what I mean? God bless, guys. I'm going to catch you in the next video. I'm going to go sleep like a baby because I know I'm in PulseChain. Take care, guys.